2.5 years ago, Warner Brothers officially announced a new Superman movie was in the works. And not only that, but that the entire DC film universe would be rebooted. I remember when this announcement happened and couldn't have been more excited about it. Now, I plan on doing more videos later explaining why I believed, even back then, that this was the right move for DC. In this video, I'll be breaking down why I believe the new Superman movie is an overall success and a big win for us DC fans who have been waiting for one for a long time. This will be more of a short review as opposed to a full breakdown review. Let's get into it. I begin with this point because a hopeful and inspiring tone and message is essential for any good Superman movie. If this is going to be communicated successfully to the audience, then Superman himself as a character must unapologetically convey this in how he's portrayed. From even the opening scene, the film does a great job of showing these characteristics in its main character. When we first see Superman, he is beaten, bloodied, and bruised from a fight with the Baravian hammer, who turns out to be Ultraman. According to the opening credits, this battle is the first fight Superman has ever lost. After painfully receiving a large dose of sun rays in the Fortress of Solitude to heal his injuries, Clark is ready and willing to instantly get back into the fight. From there, we see how he cares for civilians individually and as a whole in the city of Metropolis by engaging with them and taking the time to simply ask, "Are you okay?" after saving them. Not all superheroes operate this way. By showing compassion and care for the people around him, Clark proves himself worthy of being a positive leader who is willing to thoughtfully engage with those around him. He cares for people and life itself, saving squirrels and even showing concern for a giant monster that rampages through the city. This is a morally grounded Superman that chooses to see the best in people, even those that don't deserve it. This is touched on in a conversation between Lois and Clark when she tells Clark how amazing it is that he is so quick to see the good that people around him are capable of. Even with Lex Luthor's henchmen who set out to kill him, Clark wants to give them a chance to turn from evil and do good. This Superman simply cares about doing the right thing, no matter the consequences. He cares about lives being saved and preserved, and is willing to do this whatever means necessary, even if it means breaking an international peace treaty with another country. A big plot point in the film is when Clark finds out that his Kryptonian parents sent him to conquer and take over the planet rather than to protect it. This revelation crushes Clark, with him always believing he was sent to be a force for good for humanity. Despite a blow to the foundation of his mission to protect and serve, Clark is reminded by his adopted father, Jonathan, that his choices are what determine the kind of man he is. In the end, Superman chooses not to compromise any of his values and overcomes evil with good. Lex poses that brain beats brawn, and in many cases, this is true, but what the film ultimately accomplishes in communicating is that good overcomes evil. My next 2 points will be covered much more quickly than the first due to it being more important for a good Superman film. The likes of characters like Superman/Clark Kent, Lois Lane, and Lex Luthor are foundational for a good, successful DC universe. These characters in particular could very reasonably show up in several other DC projects. David Corenswet proved himself worthy of the mantle of Superman in this film. As touched on already, a hopeful and morally grounded Superman is conveyed in his portrayal of the character. David does a great job showing sincerity and care in his dialogue delivery. Rachel Brosnahan did a great job showcasing a heart not only for journalism, but the man himself in her portrayal of Lois Lane. Although not my favorite iteration of the character, she brought a good energy to the role and did a great job portraying the determined, witty, and savvy Lois Lane we all know so well at this point. I'll be excited to see how she continues to handle the character moving forward. The likes of side characters in the film like Mr. Terrific, Jimmy Olsen, and Guy Gardner were used very well in the film in support of the story and main characters. Jimmy Olsen was perfectly cast, and it felt like this adaptation was the character come to life from the comics and animated shows. I could say so much more about these characters, but wanted to take more time to talk about the villain of the story, Lex Luthor, arguably the most popular and infamous villain from superhero comics, is in my opinion almost just as important to get right as Superman when it comes to building a new DC cinematic universe. Although he is just a man with no special abilities, he poses a great threat to all of humanity and even the Justice League. At first, I wasn't too sure how Nicholas Hoult would fare in bringing this character to life, but I must say he more than exceeded my expectations. Any good adaptation of the character will showcase an unhealthy obsession with Superman and resilient drive to prove himself as superior to the last son of Krypton. Yes, the script did support an accurate portrayal of the character, but Nicholas Hoult capitalized on it and did a great job of demonstrating this unhealthy obsession, fueled by jealousy and envy of the Man of Steel. I walked away from the film convinced of the major threat that is Lex Luthor, not only to Metropolis, but the rest of the world. I'm not ready to take the crown from Michael Rosenbaum, but as time goes on, Nicholas Hoult may very well succeed in doing so.
I am the villain of the story.
My final main reason for believing this is a successful first DC film for the new movie universe is that the film didn't shy away from comic book elements. It is unapologetically a superhero film, ripped straight from the comics and certain animated shows. It established itself as set in a world where metahumans and superheroes exist, where mutated monsters from space rampage through a city, where pocket universes threaten to split a planet in two, and where intergalactic space cops serve and protect on assigned planets throughout the galaxy. The possibilities are endless for this DC universe, and I can't wait to see where it goes next. For now, these are my thoughts on the film. Let me know what you guys think, and if any other takeaways you got from the movie. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this content and want to see more of it. I plan on doing more videos soon on why I'm excited about the reboot of the DC film universe. Till next time, fellow DC fans.